Alright, we should be live. So I'm gonna get chat pulled up on my phone. You might be wondering why I have not been live trading the past 2 days, and simply put, I have just been exhausted of trying to talk while I'm trading. At the end of the day, I'm just gonna have to sit there and wait for a setup, and I don't know. I've been so locked in. I just didn't really feel like streaming it, but today, I am feeling it, so I am live, and I will try to make sure I be live most of the time, if not all the time. But yeah, past 2 days I just didn't want to. Anyway, yeah, ideally I'm gonna be live every day, so don't worry. But with that in mind, let's talk about what's going on. And yeah, so, oh wow, this is already, like, I haven't even looked at this yet, but this is already interesting. We swept out Asia's highs. Like, that is already just like actually, it was like an instantaneous sweep. We just kept going right from Asia, and we went all the way up. So interesting. Anyway, if you haven't looked at my higher time frame analysis, go look at that. But right now, I'm just going to be setting up this chart. And yeah, you can see we went right to PM's highs here. And I'm going to pull up key levels here. Looks like we might have gone to the mean threshold of this order block here. Let's pull it up here on the other screen. Just gonna check real quick. From the open to the close. Yeah, looks like the high here was 4-hour mean threshold, right? So keep in mind, this is just me setting up my other screen, and then when I get to my other screen, I'm just gonna have nothing else on the chart. It's just gonna look clean. But I do like to set this up. So you can see we perfectly racked off the midpoint of this order block. Check this out, right? Measured out this from the open to the close. Racked off the midpoint. Now, I don't know if any of you guys have looked at my higher time frame analysis, but definitely go look at that. My higher time frame analysis has been on point this week. Like, this might be the first ever time. Well, actually, I've been calling the weekly profile for a few weeks in a row now, but this is the first time where, like, I called it before the week started. I don't think I've done that yet. I might have done that one other time, but like, this is crazy. Like I said, possibly gonna be a bullish expansion week, and I had no idea at the start of the week, right? But it was just a guess based the fact that we had a liquidity void, and we had bullish SMT, and we had a giant liquidity pool above. I like that. That's pretty cool. Obviously, I'm just getting better right now, but it's cool to have been pretty right about this week, and so yeah. With all that in mind, it's exciting stuff. Now just understand, like I've taken some good trades the past 2 days, but as always, like I'm just trying my best. I think maybe you could argue that maybe I trade better when I'm not streaming, because I don't know, but I'm not gonna take any trades unless it's something super light bulb. That's what I've been doing the past couple days, and actually it's been working out pretty well. So but yeah, what I was gonna look at is we should see if there was because we just had news come out. Yeah, we just had news come out. So we might have had a one setup for life that just happened, but if so, it's fine. I wasn't gonna take it anyways. If it was already, like, if it was gonna happen so fast, I wasn't gonna take it. See, if we closed above here, then maybe you could consider that a one setup for life, but I would not have taken it because we didn't close above. So anyway, yeah, I don't really think we missed a one setup for life. So let's go back to the screen. So yeah, what I'm really looking at for today is this 4-hour gap. If you see on my higher time frame analysis, you can see here that since we have NFP tomorrow, I'm thinking that is what's going to do most of the expansion this week. So for today, I'm just kind of looking at maybe this 4-hour gap being a draw on liquidity, but I'm open-minded to other possibilities as well. So we'll just have to see. To be determined. Let me get my other screen pulled up here. Okay. Now I'm realizing I really don't need as many screens as I use, because I traded yesterday and the day before with just one screen, and it was pretty chill, honestly. So you don't really need a lot of screens to trade, but it is more fun to have more screens because I could like utilize it for other things and stuff. So this is what I'm seeing as a possible draw on liquidity now. Then again, it just kind of depends. Like, reanalyze as needed. Right now, it looks like we might be respecting this, like this hourly order block or whatever. So I'm keeping an open mind. I'm not gonna be closed-minded and not change my mind like yesterday. Like, I will be ready for whatever happens and whatever setup we get. But yeah, you can see here that we do have a down close candle, an old down close candle that's a breaker, right? That we are retesting right now. So we'll just have to see how this holds up. This old down close candle, and I mean it's also an order block, right? A series of up close candles. So anytime you see a breaker, that's also an order block. Wait, can you see my screen? Yeah, so anytime you see a breaker like this, just it's like a low time frame breaker is also a high time frame order block, right? So yeah, I'm anticipating a move possibly back down to this 4-hour fair value gap. I mean, London pushed into this key we pushed in this key level after sweeping Asia, so it's possible that New York continues lower. We have PM's lows here. It's a decent draw on liquidity. It's the low of this fair value gap as well. So here's PM. And let's pull up previous day's highs and previous day's lows. We got, looks like we swept out previous day's high. So that's somewhat significant, right? We swept out previous day's high. Then again, I've been saying that for the past couple of days, and it ended up only being significant up to a certain point, and then it wasn't anymore. But yeah, we swept out previous day's high. We have this 4-hour breaker. So far, we're holding that. And let's go look at the other screen real quick. Just want to look at the higher time frame chart. It's not a 4-hour breaker, sorry. It's a 1-hour breaker. So it's a 1-hour. It's also an order block too. So there's a 2 hour for value gap right here. So far we were respecting this 2 hour for value gap. So we'll just have to see whether we hold this or whether we go with the lower one, right? I'm still thinking that we're gonna go to the 4 hour for value gap, but we'll see. So we got PM's lows there. So this is kind of what I'm anticipating is a move back down towards PM's lows and then into this fair value gap here. This is kind of the drawn liquidity that I see. Wow, we are starting to move a little bit faster. So then you could argue this is a sell model, right? Let's look and see if we have SMT at the highs, right? 0.40 and 4.10, 0.40. Yeah, there's definitely SMT there. So 0.40 and 4.10, 0.40 and 4.10. So we got SMT at the highs. Okay, SMT at the highs. And then, I mean, you'll note as well, like, this is a retest of an hourly change of state delivery. Let's see where we got the 15-minute one. Honestly, when we took out this high and we swept here, so when we swept out this and then we closed below here, that was the 15-minute one, right? So see how perfectly the CISD was an entry, right? We swept out this high, and then 15-minute CISD right here, and we go right down to run all this low resistance liquidity. Pretty sweet. So in a similar situation right now, it's the same thing with the hourly, where we had sweep here. This 1 hour breaker is also an hourly change of state delivery. But we might need to go retest this one, who knows. Yeah, we'll just have to see. So, to be determined. Right now, ooh. We'll just have to see. Right now, we might get an inversion back to the upside. And this actually is kind of light bulb, if I'm being honest. This is light bulb. Let's go to another screen. No, we don't get it. Okay. I will have Tradeovate pulled up though. Like I switched my rules, so theoretically, I switched my rules, so as long as something's light bulb, I'm not gonna punish myself and make myself wait to take it, because if something's light bulb, something's light bulb. I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm gonna have the discipline to know if something's light bulb or not, and so that way, if something happens early in the morning and I want to take it, I'm not gonna miss it. Basically what I'm trying to say is I got rid of the rule where I have to specifically wait an hour, right? Like, if something's light bulb and I know it's good, I'm gonna let myself take it. So now I'm not taking this. We had a chance. I gave it a chance, but nope. I'm not taking it. I mean, I did give it a chance, but it had 1 minute to inverse. Actually, we did inverse the 1 minute. But yeah, since the 2 minute didn't inverse, it's a no go right there. Definitely not taking that. I mean, it's as well. You're going against this whole sell model that we just framed, right? So I don't think it's that good. Okay, let's go back to what we were doing. I still think this is a possible draw on liquidity. Okay. So yeah, we'll just have to see. We did inverse this 1 minute, but the 2 minute didn't inverse. But it looks like it might inverse right now. So we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I'm not taking any trades yet. I'm still just gathering information right now and figuring out my bias. I mean, right now it makes sense to me to draw into this 4 hour for value gap, especially with SMT. And this is a good manipulation leg, so we're going to check this out here. And we got the 4 to 4.5 lined up with PM's lows. Might be better to use this. You can see that works a little better, so we're going to use this one and try and be like in sync with whatever you want to call it, the algorithm or whatever. Like this 2 to 2.5 lined up pretty well, so I'm going to use this 4 to 4.5. And yeah, like I thought, that inversion did fail because drawn liquidity just is not higher right now. I mean, it will be higher probably tomorrow when we have NFP, but right now I think we're gonna go to this fair value gap. So yeah, you see we hit that 2 to 2.5 standard deviation. And so yeah, there's a reason that inversion failed. It was the 1 minute inverse, but the 2 minute failed. The 2 minute didn't inverse. So it seemed like it was a fake out. Okay, I don't know. I could put that there, but I don't really care to do that, so I'm gonna get rid of it. Right, let's get more information here. Yeah, PM's lows is a nice draw on liquidity. We swept out Asia's highs. We swept out previous day's high. We went above midnight, right? We went above midnight. We got your typical 2 a.m. high of day, 3 a.m. high of day, whatever you want to call it. So I do think that we'll write down the daily profile in just a second, but I'm leaning towards London reversal, New York continuation day to the downside to go into this fair value gap. But we'll just have to keep getting more information. And I mean, that could change, definitely. It's always possible. I am curious now, actually. Let's look at daily stat map. Oh, we were close. We were so close. We missed the statistical manipulation level by a bit. So maybe we go to this statistical manipulation level and then we distribute. I don't know. It's still up in the air, but as always, regardless, it doesn't really matter what analysis I do right now. At the end of the day, I will still just need to wait for a signature, a light bulb signature and price, and that's it. That is what it is. So that's kind of why I'm thinking like maybe I trade better on my own, because when I'm doing this, I'm setting everything up and stuff. But in reality, I just need to sit here and wait for a setup. And that's kind of one of my biggest issues is like I spend so much time setting everything up that I don't just sit for the setup. Okay, we left equal highs. It's interesting. Let's see. Making sure the risk's right on all these. 200. Because I did change the risk for the leap. Okay. Yeah, this is just boring. That is what it is. It's just gonna be boring for a while. Alright, we might actually go run up to these equal highs. Now, I just personally just wasn't light bulb enough for me, but we might go run up those equal highs. Okay, let's go back to the chart. And once again, we're just gonna keep setting everything up. Yeah, risk is right on there. Like one of my biggest fears is like I accidentally changed the risk on this tool and then I risked the wrong amount. I don't want to have that happen. I have pretty bad OCD if you can't tell. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, looks like we are gonna go to those equal highs. So, yeah. It is possible, like, let's see if we got a bullish S&T, because if so, then it's possible that we reverse, right? It actually looks like we did. 1815, 730. Oh, maybe we didn't. Lower low. Okay, I'm just kidding. I don't think we did. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe this S&T is gonna fail. We'll see. At the end of the day, though, we're just simply waiting for a good signature. And this is pretty decent right now. Like, if this inversion happened on the 2 minute, right, I probably would have taken that. But because we wicked into this for value gap and we didn't inverse it, then yeah, not worth it for me. But yeah, it looks like we're about to hit those equal highs, so that's cool. Now we have decent liquidity above, right? We have that. Let's just look at all sides to the story here. Market also has this. Like, I know I wanted that fair value gap, but we'll just have to wait and see. I mean, once again, we had the 2 hour. We have a 2 hour for value gap in here, so. And the higher time frame is extremely bullish, right? So, yeah. To be honest, let's reevaluate here. 2 hour for value gap looks like it's being respected. We're so bullish, we don't even need to come down to this 4 hour for value gap. Right? Higher time frame's bullish. Looks like Dodgy took the one setup for life. Good job. It's fine. I didn't take it. I don't know. I could have taken the one setup for life, but okay. Yeah. Look at how these candles look like they're respecting this 2 hour for value gap. So let's look at the 1 hour. Yeah, we got a 1 hour CRT. Check that out. Swept out this candle's low. Now we're going to this candle's high. Right. So 2 hour for value gap. just trying to keep an open mind because the higher time frame is extremely bullish. Like I know, it's possible we need to test this for value gap, but it's also possible we don't need to test the fair value gap. And if we're super bullish, we could just react off of this one. I mean, it's possible, right? I was initially thinking we were gonna have to come all the way down to this one, but I mean, so far we are respecting this 2-hour one. I mean, you can see this candle's wick is but respecting it pretty well. So we'll just have to see as well. Take everything I'm saying with a grain of salt. I'm just trying to get better. So if we could inverse this 15-minute fair value gap, then that would probably tell me that we are going to continue higher. But once again, at the end of the day, I'm just waiting for something light bulb, and there's nothing I can do to change that. I'm just waiting to get something extremely light bulb, and that is that. And so, I mean, if we measure out, this looks like a pretty good manipulation leg, right? So let's measure this out. 2 to 2.5 lines up with this liquidity. Yeah, it looks like we just got that 15-minute inversion. So, I mean, if you're a degen, maybe you just take that. I don't know. I mean, that looks decent. But I'm probably going to wait for something on the lower time frame. This is why I didn't want to be streaming, because I feel like I'm going to be like... No, this is probably going to work, actually. No, this is pretty good, actually. So we inverse this. Let's just make sure there's no external gap or anything like that. $30-minute inversed. Hourly inversed. Yeah, I'm taking this. I'm gonna take it. It's also a breaker and a fair value gap.
Order filled.
High time frame is bullish. It's also, yeah, it's a breaker and fair value gap as well, right? So I'm good with taking this. I rate this setup an A. I think it's decent, but once again, like, I'm not. Yeah. Just trying to get better right now, so I might be wrong. I don't know. So once we take out this wick here, I'm gonna be able to break even. That's probably what I'll do. So let's also see if there was a session stat map, or I mean a stat map level that was aligned with it. Oh wow, we went right to the 4-hour manipulation. So I might go to break even. I mean, I don't want to go to break even too early, but there's no harm in not taking a loss. So I would just hate for this to be a loss when we've already kind of reacted off the breaker. So I'm not gonna go break even yet. I want to see us take this high first. I mean, clearly we respected this breaker as well on the 5 minute, right? This up close candle. So yeah, I'm not gonna go break even quite yet. But if this is a loss, then that's fine. We might need to test this for value gap. Okay, breaker and for value gap right here. Okay, if we just go run these bodies, I'm going break even. I don't want to deal with a loss. Yeah, if we can get to this red line, then I'll go break even. Like right away. Yeah, I'm actually gonna have my stop not that low, because I don't think it needs to be that low. So I'm gonna have it right here. And I'm prepared for if this fails. So. We have a 5-minute volume imbalance here. If we close below the 5-minute volume imbalance, I'd probably just get out. Yeah, my stop's gonna be right here, essentially. So. I mean, we had an hourly. Think about this. We had an. Look at how nice this hourly IFG looks. So I think that we should go higher. I do think this is a nice breaker for value gap. I do think we should at least go run this candle body, at which point I will go break even. But if not, then fine. Yeah, if we inverse this 3 minute, then I'd probably get out. If we inverse this 3 minute back to the downside, then I'd probably get out. I mean, this is a decent. This has got pretty decent signature. We came down, swept out all these lows with this aggressive move lower. So once again, like, I'm not like upset if it's a loss, but if it's a loss, then I just manage my risk. I get out and I move on to tomorrow. But yeah, but I do think this has got good signature to it. Breaker for value gap. All right, can we get above this? Okay, I'll probably go break even here. I'm not yet, not quite yet. I probably want to see us get a little further up, and then I'll go break even, because my entry is like right there. Actually, I'm not gonna go break even. I'll just put stop at the low of this momentum candle. That's what I'll do. There we go. That's actually smart. Yeah, so my stop's now right here. Because if we get this momentum candle off the breaker, why would we come back down there? That would be ridiculous. And remember, we got LRLR here, essentially. So now it's going into the macro. And once again, I'm managing my risk. I moved my stop up to the low here, so I'm being like smart about it, and I'm managing my risk. So Okay, once we take these equal highs, I'm going break even, and I'm no regrets here on break even. Do we take them yet? Once we take them, I'm going right to break even. Okay. I'm at break even now. Oh, it's close. It's close to my break even. Oh, oh my. Okay, risk free, risk free. Oh my gosh, dude. Right, risk free. Oh my gosh, my computer is just. Okay, I'm going to sell one and lock in something. Or is it dumb to sell one right now? I'll sell one.
Order filled.
I actually probably didn't need to do that. Probably didn't need to sell one contract yet. Yeah, I probably didn't need to do that. Whatever. I'm only doing 4 contracts, I guess. That was kind of stupid. I should have. Yeah, whatever. So this, I don't know. It's kind of confusing because like my risk, it was like 200, but like initially my stop was here, and then I changed it so I'm like actually it doesn't need to be that big. So yeah. Oh, I can pass this account if it'll let me. Okay, well, let's go over do that real quick. Oh, we're getting close to break even. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I didn't get break even. Whoa, I'm shocked I didn't get break even on that. Okay.
Stop filled.
Okay, so basically break even. Yeah, I would consider that a break even trade, honestly. Okay, price action's way too choppy right now. So maybe we are gonna go down to the 4 hour gap, like I said. This has got good momentum to it. I might take this down to the 4 hour gap. Yeah.
Order filled. Stop filled.
But if we get this inversion back to the upside, then this would be... Oh, I forgot to rate the trade. Shoot. That was stupid. Oh, this is going into market open? Oh, okay. So I like this LRLR up here. This is light bulb. I would rate this A+ if we close above it, honestly. Okay. Looks like this breaker and Provide gap are holding. I mean, yeah, this could still become an inversion. Okay. 10. Oh, nope, 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 nope. What was that? Never mind. Okay, I'm starting to think that low key, like, I don't know, this is not looking like super hot. Like, maybe if this inverses back to the downside, I take an inversion like this. Get SMT. I don't like this anymore. This probably will work. I'm not taking it though. I'd be over trading if I took that. That'd just be me. Yeah, I'm not taking that. Okay, I need to chill out for a bit. I don't want to do anything stupid. I'm just gonna chill out. Like, I'm curious if we got SMT there. Yeah, I actually, you know what's a way better trade? If we close above this breaker, yeah, that's gonna be what I want to take. That's simple, and then I could be done. Because remember, it's in line with order flow. We inverse the hourly, but then again, like, we'll just have to see. Okay, I might just go to the bathroom. Okay, I don't know. I feel like, I'm not gonna lie, I could have been more disciplined about that. The second trade I definitely should not have taken. If I'm being honest, I gotta I gotta work on that. The second trade, I don't, man, that's something I need to really work on. I definitely should not take. The second trade was not. I didn't even rate it. But yeah, I think if we can get a close above this breaker here, then I would enter this. This looks nice. And then this, I'd just be done after we get this. Okay, we're approaching 10 a.m., which is good. So we might get a trade going to 10 a.m. Yeah, we're getting stopped by this 2 minute for value gap. Oh, did we get SMT? High or low? Oh, we got bullish SMT. Mmm. Okay, I will enter this if this closes, and then I'm just gonna enter. Okay, I entered. Okay, stop.
Order filled.
Even in like a couple seconds. Okay, stops at break even.
Order filled. I took profit on half, and I'm just gonna hold the other half to the high. The high. Okay, I think I'll trail the stop on the other two. Yeah, trailing stop now. Alright, stop got trailed on the other. Stop filled.
That was only like a 0.5 to 1, but it's whatever. That's not super good. The RR was not good, but all right. I'm gonna be done for the day. Man. I think, yeah. I don't know. I could have executed things a little better, but it is what it is. I'll just try and be smarter about it in the future. Okay, can't forget to get rid of the sell limit. That would be bad. Is he gonna let me? Uh-oh. Can you let me get rid of the sell limit, please? Hello? My computer's freezing. Wait, this isn't good. No, okay, get rid of the sell limit. Go, get... Needs to get rid of the sell limit.